Imagine a room where the tension is so incredibly thick you could cut it with a knife, and suddenly, the man everyone thought was broken, helpless, and permanently silenced just snaps. I am talking about a complete and utter loss of control that is going to leave everyone speechless. Drew Kane, the man who has been trapped inside his own paralyzed body, is not just awake. He is furious. He is dangerous. And he might just destroy the very women who thought they were pulling his strings. This could easily be the biggest mistake of someone's life. Nina Reeves and Willow Kane genuinely thought they had him handled. They thought they were safe in their little bubble of control. But they just woke a sleeping giant, and the fallout is going to be absolutely biblical. Guys, this is where it gets incredibly interesting. Drew is stepping into an entirely new phase of his life. And if you ask me, his ambition is bigger, darker, and vastly more ruthless than anything we have ever seen from him before. He is completely done playing the good guy. He is no longer the man willing to play second fiddle to Jason Morgan or anyone else in that family. He is no longer relying on anyone else to fight his battles. He is putting his own personal gain and his own selfish interests above absolutely everything and everyone in his path. Personal power is his only compass now. He completely refuses to be dependent on the people who betrayed him. Instead, he is actively and aggressively building his own network of dark allies. And the first two names on his hit list for this twisted partnership, Valentine Cassadine and Ava Jerome. But that is not even the biggest surprise. Why is he doing this? If you ask me, Drew's real target is not just getting back at Michael Corinthos for past grievances. Oh no, it goes way, way deeper than just a simple rivalry. Drew wants to systematically dismantle the entire Quartermain family's influence from the inside out. He wants to tear down their legacy brick by brick until there is absolutely nothing left but ash. He feels robbed of his birthright, and he is ready to burn ELQ to the ground if he has to. He knows he cannot execute a massive corporate and personal takeover all by himself, which is exactly why he is reaching out to the most dangerous, lethal players in town. He wants to align with anyone who shares his enemies. And who better to help him orchestrate a hostile takeover of Port Charles than Ava and Valentine? Let us talk about Ava Jerome for a second, because this is crucial. Ava has the ultimate manipulative experience. She knows exactly how to exploit every single weakness, every tiny crack in a person's armor. She is an absolute master at seizing opportunities when her enemies are distracted or vulnerable. Drew knows this perfectly well. He knows Ava is a loaded weapon just waiting to be fired at the right target. She has been backed into corners so many times before, and she always comes out swinging with deadly accuracy. Bringing Ava into his inner circle gives Drew the psychological warfare advantage he desperately needs to completely mind game Michael and the rest of the Quartermains into submission. And then there is Valentine Cassadine. Here is where things get incredibly messy and dangerously complicated. Valentine possesses a brilliant, cold, and utterly calculating strategic mind. He has a vast network of underground connections, deep WSB ties, and access to secrets that can literally bury people alive. Remember, Valentine also has his hands on that mysterious black box, which holds unimaginable leverage. Drew knows that Valentine operates best in the shadows, pulling strings without ever being seen. Combining Ava's ruthless manipulation with Valentine's strategic genius gives Drew the ultimate dark triad. These are the two unpredictable wild cards Drew desperately wants in his hand to ensure his absolute victory. But wait, it gets worse. You did not actually think Nina Reeves would just sit back and watch this unholy alliance form, did you? Absolutely not. Nina is going to be the very first person to fiercely and aggressively oppose Drew, teaming up with Valentine and Ava. After everything that has happened recently, after the betrayals, the kidnappings, the endless lies, Nina knows exactly how lethal Valentine and Ava can be when they are crossed. She knows they are basically walking blindfolded into a live minefield. Nina simply cannot afford to let Drew bring these two apex predators into their immediate orbit because she knows they will eventually turn on them. And that changes everything for Willow Kane. Willow is jumping right onto Nina's side in this fight, and she is not holding back. If you ask me, Willow and Nina are completely and utterly terrified right now. They are hiding massive, dark, unforgivable secrets of their own. They are the ones who actively tried to silence Drew when he was vulnerable. Nina is the one who literally pushed his wheelchair into the freezing lake and left him to drown. They know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if Valentine and Ava get too close to Drew, those two master manipulators will sniff out the truth in a heartbeat. Nina and Willow absolutely cannot let their dark, murderous secrets be exposed to the likes of Valentine Cassadine. What happened next may be even worse than anyone could have predicted. Nina and Willow, driven by pure panic, decide to corner Drew. They start bombarding him with relentless questions. They demand to know exactly why he would ever risk partnering with such incredibly dangerous and untrustworthy people. They interrogate him fiercely, trying to poke holes in his strategy and make him doubt his own mind. They genuinely think they are protecting their own secrets and maintaining their grip on him, but they are actually lighting the fuse to a massive bomb. They are pushing Drew right to the absolute edge of his sanity. Guys, Drew is not stupid. He is far from it. He instantly feels the walls closing in on him. He starts to realize that Nina and Willow do not see him as an equal partner in any of this. They do not respect his autonomy. They just want to control his every single move, just like they did when he was paralyzed in that bed. They want to dictate his life, his choices, his alliances, and his future. Every single question they ask him feels like a heavy iron chain wrapping tightly around his neck. The more they push back against his plans, the more furious and unhinged Drew becomes. He is completely done listening to them. He is done being their helpless pawn. And then everything spiraled completely out of control. The tension in the room reaches an absolute boiling point. If this theory holds true, we are about to witness Drew completely lose his grip on reality. I am talking about a violent, deeply emotional confrontation where Drew physically or verbally attacks Nina, Willow, or maybe even both of them at the exact same time. He just snaps. All the suppressed rage from being paralyzed, all the burning anger from being pushed into the freezing lake, all the bitter resentment, it all explodes in one terrifying moment. This marks a massive, terrifying shift in Drew's character. He is officially turning his back on the people who claim to support him, and he is ready to burn them down too. But that was not even the real problem. Let us imagine a secret, high-stakes meeting taking place right now. A closed-door sit-down with Drew, Valentine, Ava, Nina, and Willow all trapped in one single room. Just think about the sheer amount of toxic deceit and hidden agendas packed into that space. Everyone has their own selfish motive. Everyone is lying straight to the face of the person sitting next to them. If this meeting actually happens, it is guaranteed to end in absolute unmitigated chaos. The severe disagreements and clashing egos will instantly turn a simple negotiation into a brutal, all-out war where no one is safe. Here's where the ultimate twist comes in, and it is a game changer. Valentine Cassadine is not just going to sit back quietly and watch the fireworks explode. Oh no. Valentine is a predator who thrives on chaos. He clearly sees Drew's blinding, uncontrollable rage directed toward Nina and Willow, and he immediately decides to weaponize it. Valentine will absolutely use Drew's explosive anger to push the entire situation completely over the edge. He will quietly and methodically fan the flames, whispering toxic poison directly into Drew's ear, actively encouraging him to take drastic, unforgivable action against the two women trying to control him. Why would Valentine do this? Because it perfectly and brilliantly serves his own deeply secret plan. If Drew takes out Nina and Willow, Valentine instantly eliminates two massive, annoying headaches without ever getting his own hands dirty. Valentine knows full well that Nina and Willow are desperate to keep their murderous secrets strictly hidden. By actively turning Drew against them, Valentine creates the absolute perfect distraction. He manipulates the entire chessboard so that he and Ava can operate freely and execute their own schemes, all while Drew does all the heavy, dirty work for them. If things play out exactly like this new, terrifying dark alliance between Drew, Valentine, and Ava is going to send massive shockwaves through every single street in Port Charles. They are not just forming a simple new front against Michael and the Quartermaines. They are creating an unstoppable corporate and personal wrecking ball that will spare absolutely no one. And the most tragic, twisted, and ironic part of it all, Nina and Willow, the two desperate women who tried to play God and control Drew to protect their own skins, are going to become the very first tragic victims of the very monster they helped create. The walls are rapidly closing in on Nina and Willow right now. Their darkest secrets are dangling by a very thin, fraying thread. Drew is completely off the leash, fully unbound by any moral code, and with Valentine Cassadine pulling the strings from the dark shadows, someone is about to get seriously, permanently hurt. A massive, town-shattering secret is on the absolute verge of exploding into the light, and a deadly, unforgivable plan is already set in motion. Michael Corinthos has absolutely no idea what kind of hell is coming for him, and the Quartermaine mansion is about to turn into an active war zone. You absolutely cannot miss what happens next, because survival is no longer guaranteed for anyone involved.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.